Yo, this is UndaSkore. Welcome back to the channel for another video. Today we're going to be jumping into Ableton to make a drill beat. Let's get straight into it. So I've made a few drill beats before. You can check them out on my channel Vibe Atlantic. Link will be up there. So I found some difficulty making drill beats, so I want to practice and get better at them because I do think that they're taking over at the moment and you're hearing a lot of drill beats in more and more genres and more countries now. They've got a certain artistry to them and I really do think they're creative and a good way to experiment and try new things. So if you want to watch me figure this out, let's jump into it. Okay, so the first few things that I've noticed about drill beats are, first of all, the tempo tends to be around the 140 mark. I'm going to do 142 for now and we'll see what happens. We're going to start off with a melody and we'll build everything from there. I found this ARP sound on UndaSkore, which is pretty cool. Okay, there we go. It's just a G minor chord, but it sounds really dark and really cool. Let's lay that down. Okay, because it's an ARP sound, you have to get the timing right when you record it, so I have to make sure I quantize it, otherwise it will all be out of sync. Got some RC20 on this already, but I might need to adjust it a little bit. I'm going to try some halftime on this to make it just a bit darker, and I think every drill beat I hear these days is halftime on it in some form. And I'm going to replace the third chord and put the first one back there. It just makes it a bit too light, I think. Cool. I think we got the first layer down, something that sets the tone and the vibe. The halftime made it a little bit darker and deeper, which was perfect. Now we just want something to complement this, and we're going to go into Analog Lab, which I've been trying out the light version. Let's see if there's something that works. Just going to play some pads that sit underneath the main melody, just to give it a bit more depth. So far so good. I just want to keep it going and add one more melodic layer before I start getting to the drums, and I think we're going to go with Arcade. Been using it a lot in my past few videos. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It seems to be really good for just unblocking a bit of creativity, especially in melodies where you can't think of something to add. It really just allows me to experiment really quickly on the fly until I find something I like, and of course the vocal chops are really good as well. Okay, just going to record this in. It's just a really small guitar chop that I think will fit in at some points. It's really minor, but just adds a bit more texture to things. Right, let's start adding in some drums. This is definitely my favorite bit when it comes to the drill beat so far. So just to keep in mind, the first thing that you're going to notice is the rhythm when it comes to the hi-hats. It's going to have a bit of a shuffle to it, which would be like this. Something like that. Okay, so we got a really cool hi-hat pattern down. I'm really liking that because when you're doing the hi-hats, the bounce in the drill beat just hits differently, and this has definitely got that vibe and bounce to it. Okay, so let's put in the snare in the right place. So the main thing to know is the bounce of a drill beat is a little bit different to like a standard trap song. In drill, the snare complements the hi-hat quite well and it sits in a very specific pocket, and that's one way to always tell if you're listening to a drill beat. So as an example, in the normal trap beat or hip-hop beat, this is where the snare would normally go. In a drill beat, you're just going to move the second one over 2 positions, so it's like this. Straight away you got a drill bounce. Okay, so we're just going to copy that across. Now when I'm doing the kicks in the drill beat, I like to keep them relatively simple because the 808 slides are more complicated. I think that works, so I'm going to just copy that across twice. So as the drums are starting to take shape, I just want to add a few more perk hits. I think that's one cool feature of drill, is they fill the different pockets with all these little perk sounds and open hats and just weird things just to fill it out a lot more. So everything's starting to fill up quite nicely, so I think next we'll go on to the 808. Alright, so now the 808 is the hardest part of a drill beat for me personally. The first thing I like to do is just keep it simple and then just build from there and work out the slides as you go along. Make sure that it's mono, just put a bit of distortion on it, EQ it, and sidechain it to the kick drum. I've transposed the key of the song up to a G minor just to make it a bit easier with the 808 slides. Okay, so just make sure we turn on the glide function and we'll put it up to around 102 for now. We can mess with it if we need to. Ooh. So the first couple of bars are done. What I do is just copy it over and then I move it down to what the next note would be. And then I'll just move the slides to a different place.
2 hours later.
Okay, so we're just trying to figure out these 808 slides. They are difficult, like I said, at least for me. I think that will do for now. I probably will come back to those slides later because they're not giving me that special feeling, if you know what I mean. But we'll come back to it, like I said. So hopefully this has shown you that drill is definitely not my speciality and it's something I need to work on a little bit more. But if you have any advice and tips for me on how to get better at it, just let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And please let me know in the comments if there's anything specific you want to see. Until next time, peace out.